Howdy, gang! Good morning. Tiger is back, and it looks like we have some bad lighting behind us. Hey, Bree. Hey, Geneva. Hey, Georgia. Good morning, everybody. I'm not even near ready. I don't know. It's one of those days. I was hanging out. I didn't sleep well last night, so I got up early. And whenever you get up early, or whenever Tiger gets up early, yeah, Tiger has this Tiger gets late. Tiger runs late because that's when Tiger is thinking, oh, yeah, we have so much time. It's so early. We don't have to worry about it. Ah, okie dokie. And how is everybody doing today? Happy Thursday. Hey, Linda. And I gotta find myself on my phone so that I can, but of course, I don't get notifications of my own shows. Go figure. Um, but yeah, we're doing okay here. You know, the usual drama, kitty drama. And I swear, I just saw Mama. That was one of the reasons why I'm running a little bit late. Hey, Tina, because that Mama kitty, I just saw her out there, so I brought out some more food. Hey, Claudia, good morning. I brought out some more food for her, but she ended up not even wanting. She just wanted the water. Hi, Jeannie. Okay, let me just greet everybody first and then tell stories. So you guys stop all showing up one by one. You all show up all at once. With a big boom, we're here. I locked the door. Oh boy. Hey, Alice. So yeah, that Mama, I have never seen her this big before. Either she's having 10 kittens this time, or those kittens locked the door and they just don't want to come out and they wait for her to explode. She's about as round as she's tall. And I wish I had had the phone with me just now when I was out there, because I would have taken a picture of her. Oh man. Yeah, I don't know what to do about her. She refused to get trapped. She refuses to get caught for the TNR. And she keeps having babies and babies and babies. Right now I'm feeding 5 of her last litters from last year and earlier this year. And those are the only ones that I've seen. Well, one of them was run over, we know that. But like her first litter, there's only one baby. Well, she's now not a baby anymore. One of her first litter is left. So I don't know if she only had one, or if the others died, or if the others just disappeared and moved on into the neighborhood, which is the most likely scenario. Grandma 11, howdy ho. So, yeah. So we'll see. I'm going to have to start the trapping again, and I'm probably going to start borrowing a couple of traps and try and put 2 or 3 out at once. The only thing I'm worried about is that I don't have room for 2 or 3 traps, neither in the car to take them back and forth to the doctor, nor in the bathroom where I usually keep them for the 24 hours you're supposed to keep them until you can release them again. So I don't know what I'm going to do with that. Hey, no, non-hoarding, thrifting person. My favorite non-hoarder is here. Hi. So yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do with her. I don't know what I'm gonna do with all these kitties, because we can't keep feeding wild kitties. We can't keep having to deal with the trapping and the neutering. Now I got those 3 from that were born in April. They're starting to be big enough to where they can what's the word? Trigger the trap where I can start trapping them. So far they've been too light. And I figure, even because especially the trap that I have, it takes a little more pressure to trigger to close the door. And I'm worried that if they go in there, had happened with a very first time I think I tried to start the trapping thing is that they were able to eat the food but not get trapped. So when I picked up the trap or when I checked on the trap at some point the food was gone but no cat in there. So yeah, that's gonna be next week's project. And I did my first whatnot sale finally. It was actually rather successful. Only two items did not sell, which is good. And I'm thinking, since it was part of the extravaganza, I had all these requirements, and I was really nervous about the whole thing. And I'm thinking that if I had chosen a later date or later time, even on the same day, maybe it would have been even more successful because I was fairly early on Friday. I think I was only the third person. And I know that I had people asking me on Saturday or Sunday. Saturday, I think it was, when I was up and I was like, yeah, I already been up. I'm already done. So yeah, but that was also the extravaganza. So lots of you showed up, and that was awesome. We thank you all for hanging with us for, and I mean, I was almost there the entire weekend except Saturday morning when I had to run to the antique store across the street that's currently closing to get some great deals on some great stuff that I'll be offering for rehoming today, actually. And but I entered every single giveaway I could enter, which was a lot, and I didn't even see my name scroll by. Now, when it was a lot of people entering, then you didn't see this individual names. When there's fewer people entering, you do see them, except in the beginning and in the end when it slows down. But I swear, other people won more than one item. I couldn't even see my name, let alone win something of the giveaways. Dang it! Except the last person, the very last person did the giveaway before we were even in the room. It totally didn't make sense. That person looked at the clock and it was like, okay, it is right right o'clock now. My show is starting now, so press the giveaway button. Not thinking that everybody else had to come over from the show before them. And I know I'm not the only one who was frustrated about that because we were all showing up and the giveaway, just as I came in, the giveaway started rolling and I was going to press the button. It was too late. And I'm not the only one. There were other people who did the same thing and they were all like, what happened? Well, they kind of apologized, saying, well, maybe I should have waited a little bit longer, but, it is what it is. Either way, it was fun. It was fun to have this whole community thing going on. Everybody going and yeah, now come on, follow us to this person, now and follow us to that person, and everybody's going from one sale to the next, and the chat is kind of hard on the phone. I've learned that even on the computer, when I pull it up on the tablet or something, it's a lot easier because the chat is just like here on the right hand side. Then there's a picture, and on the left hand side, so you see the items. While on the phone, it's all in one. The chat is in the picture of the sale, and it's hello, hello, good morning, and antique agenda, lemmy lemon, hello, hello, everybody. um, so appreciate that. So yeah, it was just it was it, I'm having a hard time following the chat. Yeah, the chat is super fast, and that's really why when you're looking at the item and the chat is in the same picture as the item, and that's why I had to set up the way I did it because that was one of the reasons why it took me so long to actually get into the whole whatnot thing. I always thought that you had to have it set up to where the phone points at something and then you leave it sitting there and then you just switch out the items, which is I had no clue how to set that up because I was too cheap to buy a phone tripod. I had one somewhere and I couldn't find it. I don't know if I still have it. I should still have it, but I don't know where. I haven't seen it in ages. But then I figured out a way to set it up without the actual tripod. I used the one I had in my car thing, which I had the one that plugs into the cigarette lighter, and I was able to set that up and then use my tablet to follow the chat and all that. So that's how I learned that part, and that worked. That worked because I've learned that when you hold the phone and move it, it's a lot harder to see the items. Plus, sometimes with these movements, I get dizzy. And if you hold it against yourself, like I am now, like I'm here doing here on YouTube, and even though a lot of people watch me on YouTube as well, but hey, Brie, that's great. Yeah, you'll be happy with that. You'll be happy when you can improve your setup, even though you're doing really well on whatnot too, aren't you? You're getting established. You're doing great. You're selling stuff, and you have a regular schedule, which I don't have yet. I was gonna do another show tomorrow, but then I'm thinking tomorrow I have to go in for my shots. I could still do the show in the morning, but you have to ship it out like within 2 days. Now that's why I like to do Fridays, because then I have an extra day. Since the mail gets picked up early on Saturday and it's not getting moved Saturday afternoon or Sunday, then I can actually ship out the rest of the stuff that I can pack up on Friday on Sunday. But I that's the only downside. You have to ship it out like right the next day. And I did. I mean, I was, except for 2 items, I had everything. Everything was in the mail Saturday. The last two eight items then had to be shipped on Monday. But excuse me. But that's good though for the customer, and from a customer's point of view, I love it too, because I've bought from whatnot, and I mean, I bought something last weekend to an extravaganza. Actually, did not. I think I bought a couple items. Well, the first one I tried to buy failed because I forgot to update my credit card. Excuse me. I am so sorry about that. That was really, yeah, I'm embarrassed about that. I feel bad for the seller. I reached out to whatnot to see if there's anything I can do, and they were like, "Nope." That's the one thing I would like them. Hey, Karen. Good morning. That's the one thing I would like. Well, there's a few things I would like them to improve, and I don't know if I should send Amy a heads up, or Misty, but I feel bad about those guys. Those gals were working so hard last weekend, especially Amy, being in every single sale and making sure everything was running according to schedule and making sure everybody was moving to the right person next and all that. She was, but what they need to do is have the alternate, or if they give you the opportunity to do an alternate payment method, that it automatically goes to the alternate one if the default one doesn't work. Especially with credit cards. I know I'm not the only one. You get a new credit card, you don't even realize how many bills get paid with that one credit card. I just got a new credit card and I was like trying to remember everything, and there's always one or two that I miss. And I don't switch it out on time, and then the payment bounces, and then you have to worry about late payments, or late fees, or or stuff like that. It's, yeah, our society and our credit cards. What can you do? What else is new? Oh yeah, my totally cool. Whoops, let me turn you around. Bookcase, right there. That piece, right there. That piece that I had on my Instagram. I'm so happy with that thing. It is the coolest piece. The coolest piece. And that's an original barrister bookcase. I have a new one that's made to look like the original, but that's of course not a real deal. It's made of pressed wood, or whatever, the cheap whatever they use nowadays for wood that's not real wood, and it looks accordingly. And it's one piece. It's nothing like this one. This one comes in 5 pieces plus the top at the bottom. And I was really happy when I got it. Again, hey Vicky, good morning. Again, from that antique store that's currently closing right practically across the street from my house. It's like 200-300 yards from my house. And she was going to sell it to me last. That was one of the things I found on Saturday. So I told her, well, I have to arrange for a friend with a truck and see if we can pick it up next week, Monday or Tuesday. She said, okay, stay in touch, call me. I called her on Monday and she was like, yeah, that's sold. I was like, already? Yeah, to myself. I'm keeping it. And then she said, but someone was supposed to help me move it and he never showed up. So if he doesn't show up by tomorrow, then you can come and pick it up tomorrow. Hey, Kaz. And lo and behold, she called me back later on Monday saying, yeah, just come on and pick it up on tomorrow. So I was able to go over there. Hi, Colleen. Good morning. So, oh, that old thing. That's a real old one. That's one of those, the ones that you can supposedly fold and smash and crash, and it doesn't get messed up. But I've never done that. But it's a nice summer hat for Arizona. Plus, it's purple because it's open air. I've had it for a long time. In fact, I think it faded a little bit. It looks more lilac than, lighter than when I bought it. But uh, and I don't have a hat pin on there because I was running a little bit late because of the kitty drama. I didn't have time to stick a pin on there, but I'm thinking it looks really cool without it because it has that mesh up there, so it gives it kind of a two-tone design. So yeah, but hi Linda, yeah, those are. Here's the story. I had my grandfather's. And when hard times hit me, it was about 15 years ago, I had to sell it because I had to pay the mortgage. I literally sold it for the mortgage money. And I was very sad when I sold it. And it's a little different style than this one, but it had the ones that had the pewter, like, what are they called? These designs on one of them on the top shelf, not on the rest of them. The rest of them look just like mine. And I sold it, I paid my mortgage, and ever since I wanted it back. And ever since I've been looking for one. And those things were so expensive. I mean, you cannot find one for under $1,500. In fact, the lady had this one priced at $23.90, which is probably why she never sold it. And I obviously got it for just a lot less. A lot less. Otherwise, I wouldn't have bought it. I mean, I didn't even pay four-digit amounts for it. I stayed in the threes below, and way below the fours. And it's just, yeah, they're hard to get when they're the originals, the new ones. And now I feel really good. I love this thing, even though I'm really more looking for the mid-century modern, like more 50s, 60s style furniture. Kind of like that new bookcase that Tim and Jerry got. Oh man, I love that thing. I'm so jealous. This one is, of course, an older style, but I love it. I love it, and it's still, even though it's not my grandfather's, it still reminds me of my grandfather's. So all good. And I only have the first three um, compartments filled up so far. The other two I still gotta work on. I gotta work on moving that desk that's back there. I just listed for sale, but I'm probably just gonna move it into the bedroom and use it as a desk. Cause guess what? Tiger finally broke down and ordered a Rollo printer. Cause, um, hey Bonnie, good morning. Because especially with Whatnot, printing on regular paper isn't working because the labels overlap. So you can only do one label per page, which is a huge waste of paper. On Pirate Ship, I can do two labels per page, and then I have the other half page as a notepad or note paper. Of course, I don't need nearly as much note paper as I get printing these labels, but you know. But yeah, I ordered the Rollo printer and I ordered the labels. They're supposed to be delivered on Saturday. So anything I pack up today and tomorrow is still gonna be on the old paper, but then once I get my Rollo, then I probably do another Whatnot, even though I can still do my Whatnot on Friday or Saturday morning. We'll see. And then that desk will come in handy because I did not get the printer that has the wireless. I got the one with a cable, plug-in cable, which is easier anyways, because whether you don't depend on this wireless to work. I sometimes have connection and then it doesn't recognize it or something. Um, and it's small enough to where I can plug it in, print my stuff, and unplug it. Not like the big printer that is stationary wherever it is. So, anywho, let's get to business. I know you don't want to listen to me blabber on and on for an hour. You want to see all the cool stuff I brought. And you know what? I keep forgetting I need to do haul videos. But the past couple of weeks, I literally went shopping and sold. I didn't have time to make a video in between because everything was so quick. But um, yeah, the haul videos, because that were there, no worries, Bree, we got it, it's fine. But thank you for the heads up. And I need to turn on my. It's still muggy in Arizona, surprisingly. I don't know why. This year has been the muggiest year ever since I've been in Arizona. Whoops. And but I got cool stuff. I got totally cool stuff. And I got my. Oh, you know what? I did forget to bring over one item, which I guess will be in next week's sale then. Because I was going to bring over an item that's over there in my Poetical collection. So, anyways, I know I have books. Anyone wants to see books now? I know there was someone who was interested in books, but that person isn't here yet. And I don't know if that person is going to be here today. So, I have books. I have cool stuff. And I have, well, let's start with the Navajo baskets. Now I'm going to do these as a choice. Now this one is a little bit smaller than the other two, about an inch smaller, but it has a little bit different design, but basically they all nest inside each other. And here are the other two. These are about 14 inches, 14 and a half inches in diameter. And this one is about 13 and a half inches in diameter, but it's also a little bit deeper. So that makes up for it, I think. Oh, or maybe not. And we are starting these at $15 each. $15 each, and that's a choice. $15, and that's a choice. And this one, these two are matching designs, matching patterns, different colors. Well, this one here has got the red and green, right on time for Christmas. And that one is more like the Thanksgiving colors, kind of brownish, dark orangish. Okie dokie, I got Colleen for 15. Thank you very much. And I gotta remember this. I gotta still make a little bit of room. I do have. Here we go. These are these two, and this one is similar, and this one has got the same Halloweenish colors, the brownish orangish colors, and it's got like a little star in the center that the others don't have. So this one is a little bit of a different design, and here's the back. And I have no reason not to believe that these are handmade, the originals. They do look like the originals. They do feel like the originals, and these are beautiful pieces. Absolutely beautiful. And you can put them on your entryway and decorate them, or you can hang them on a wall. I've seen them used as wall decoration. You can hang them on the wall. They'll look really nice. I don't know what I would do with them. I wouldn't want to put fruit in them because I would worry about the fruit leaking, but then if you don't leave it in there too long, then it shouldn't be leaking either. Well, let's go ahead and count this one down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Corn baskets, there you go. Okay, we still have Colleen. I'm waiting for the bid end. There it is. Thank you very much. Which one would you like, Colleen? The one with the star in the center? The red and the green? Or the brownish orangish? Both matching. You got it. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. That was the first one. And of course, I gotta write this down. And yes, please send me your information. Thank you very much. That way there I can get these to you. Cookies for vintage. I like that. That's nice. That's a nice name. And what's next? Well, next I'm taking notes. We were just talking about the kids not being able to read handwriting anymore or cursive. And I was thinking, even the cursive changes. I bought a whole stack of postcards at the Whatnot sale, and trying to read those old postcards from the early 1900s. They're 100 and 120, 130 years old. I have a hard time with their handwriting because it changed, and I know I almost never able to read my aunt's handwriting because the old handwriting in Germany, or the old script in Germany, even the regular the script was a different, had different, it was almost different letters. They did not look like our letters do now. So it's not about the kids not knowing; it's just about teaching them. But I don't know how they survive without taking notes. Oh, okay. Cool. Thanks, Colleen. And sorry if I didn't remember your name. I apologize for that. Oh. Yeah, the doctor thing. I know my handwriting is just like a doctor's. When I was in school, people kept telling me I needed to become a doctor because I had the handwriting for it. And to this day, I have a hard time reading my own handwriting. Okie dokie, what's next? Speaking of doctors, anyone interested in books? I can probably show them. I have several that I was going to show you all because I picked up this lot of antique books at the auction at the estate sale. This one is The Doctor by Ralph Connor. And this one is it's a nice book that's in good shape, but it doesn't have pictures. It's not one that you pick up for the pictures. It's just one that you pick up for the what I really like about these, and except for this one, that's probably the author, I'm thinking. And here's the special limited edition, it says. It doesn't say how limited. And it is from 1906. So this one we're going to offer at $15. $15 for this beautiful 1906 book. I mean, it's over 100 years old and it's in such good shape. I mean, you can use it for your decor, or you can use it. I like the picture. That is kind of cool. Like horses, you can sit that on your shelf on one of those little stands and enjoy the picture, or you can read it. That's what I would do. I mean, 1906 our language was different. Our whatchamacallit, I get Georgia. Thank you very much, Georgia. And with these books, I normally don't like to ship in media mail because media mail is the slowest and worst treated mail, but it's also the cheapest. Zeus, good morning. Which of course is the point. So I can do media mail. If you would like me to, let me know what you would like. If you want me to ship media mail, I will. If you want me to ship first class or whatever the other option is, I will do that. It all depends too where you live. If you're fairly close to me, then it's not gonna make that much of a difference. If you live all on the other side of the country, then it will make a difference. Let's go ahead and count this guy down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Yeah, then there's that. If you buy another item, then I have more books too. And since we're doing the books right now, and yes, there's the bid end. Thank you very much. I appreciate it, Georgia. And thank you very much, Bree, for your help. As always. I know I don't thank Bree enough, but I try and throw it in while I remember. At the end, I always forget because I'm so focused on goodbye. We're getting out of here. We're saying goodbye. And these two, now these are even prettier than this last one and older. This is a choice lot. Choice of 2 antique books. There's the Chaucer poems, and there's the 7 Wonders of the World. Now look at these. Aren't they beautiful? Now, if you have this kind of decoration, like Catherine, I love to bring her up when it comes to the decorations. She's a decoration queen. If you have like the Victorian, like my new bookcases would look awesome with these books in them. Ah, awesome! But I have all these other things I need to put in there. I don't have room to put books in there. Here's the side. And here's that side. Chaucer poems. Well, I'm pronouncing it the French way because that's the way I see it. And it's got the gold. And these are starting at $20 each. $20 starting bid or starting offer. And these are really old. Now, this one has one page missing. It looks like someone tore out this first page. I don't know why that happened, when that happened. But other than that, everything is there. Other than that, it's in real good shape. All the words are there. I didn't see any missing words. But then I didn't count the words either. Here's another one of these. Those were the days when they had these cool pictures in their books on the front page. There you go. Poetical Works by Geoffrey Chaucer. Chaucer? Chaucer? I don't know. There you go. 1885. So this book is from 1885 and it's in such good shape and it's such a pretty book. And I'm pretty sure these did not have dust jackets. I don't think they even had dust jackets back in those days. Now this one is really cool, even though it's got a little bit on the side here. It's got a few spots right there. But still the front. You display it like this and you won't even see the side. And there we go. There's that first picture. London, George Routledge and Sons, and the Broadway, whatever, New York. And here it is, London, blah, blah, blah. You know what? I can't find a date in this book. But this one's really cool because this one has pictures too. Like each chapter has a picture. And again, it's... No, I can't find the rest of the pictures. I saw more. Oh, there's another one. again, if you look at it and think that, I mean, this is an antique book. Even though I can't find a date, it's not. It is an old book, and I thought I had a date somewhere, but maybe that was on the page it was torn out. But I don't think so. I think that page was just. And there's in the back there are also previews of other books that they published back in those days. Juvenile books. Juvenile books. Nowadays we have juvenile delinquents. Back then they had juvenile books. Of course, now we call them youth section or youth books. Babylon. There's a chapter about Babylon. And there's a chapter about what else? Ooh, there's a lot. The temple walls and hanging gardens of Babylon. There's a lot about Babylon in here. The mausoleum. Temple of Diana at whoever. Temple of Diana. So yeah, these are beautiful books, but we have no takers so far. That's okay. We're gonna move on. We are going to move on, and I'm going to leave Mr. Roosevelt. What else do I have? Oh, I have so much stuff. I gotta make some room. I'm gonna grab all these totally cool items. I have the Alaska ashtray. Now I know we don't like smoking, we don't like ashtrays, but ashtrays are beautiful. Look at this guy. Now it does have a small chip, which you can hardly see, which is right there. But you can hardly see it. It's very small. Other than that, it's an excellent shape. And here's the back. The idea shop, Wasilla, Alaska. And it's got the polar bear and the fish. Polar bear with his fish, and it's a beautiful design, and we are starting this guy at $15. $15 for this absolutely cool piece. I've never seen an ashtray with a polar bear before, and look at the design. I just love it. And I found one that was similar, that was the same kind with a different bear. Or two bears, and that even said what this was called, and I forgot. I didn't write it down. I have to look that up again. But there's a word for this kind of clay, and it is pretty big. In fact, we have a trusty measurement thingy that will help me with all this. Whoops. There we go. So it is about 8.5 by 8. So it's a beautiful piece. But if there's no takers, that's okay. See, that's the thing I was thinking of doing with Whatnot. I was thinking of bringing the stuff that you are not interested in here to Whatnot. Now, my next question is, how many of you would be over on my Whatnot sales? Because it's kind of a moot point to bring the same things if you all follow me over to Whatnot, and then you're gonna go like, well, that's the same stuff we've seen on YouTube. We don't need that. Let's go somewhere else. But that's at the same time. There's also Whatnot is more of the spur of the moment thing. You just, when you have time, you have nothing to do, you just click on it and see who's on, see what's going on. Nemoji, that sounds... Hey, Angela, good morning. I don't know if that's what it was, Nemoji. It could be. I'm not sure, though. But thank you for bringing that up. You're probably right. I'm not sure, but you're probably right. Cool. What's next? Ooh, I have this Hazel Adler snack set, which of course is hidden under a whole bunch of other stuff, but it's next in my book. Yeah, right, Bree. I was thinking that too. A lot of different buyers and whatnot. While I'm digging up my Hazel Atlas piece, cause I picked up the set, and I know this is purple tiger purple. It's a set of two. A set of two of the shell plates with the coffee cups. A lot of times you see just the plates without the coffee cups. There. No, that's the one thing where I'm not happy with the way this computer is set up, because I cannot show you a good picture from above. But you get the idea. Oh, that's fun. Enjoy, Angela. I need to start traveling and go to some different antique malls. That's one of those things where a lot of vendors don't change out their stuff. So we are starting this at $15. $15 for the set of two, not a choice. A set of two Hazel Atlas snack sets. And yes, I have some in my own collection too, which is why there's only two for sale. Aren't they cool? I love this design. I've seen the turquoise one too, but I don't like the turquoise. I like the purple. But then that's me. So yeah, I don't know. That's my pet peeve is vendors at antique malls who don't change out their stuff. They don't change out their booth and they don't clean their stuff. I've picked up some real dirty stuff at these malls. And I've picked up stuff with Goodwill price tags on it still. Yeah. Oh, and the other good news? I am going to be vending at the outdoor market in November and possibly December. Because I'm going to be by myself, which is going to be really hard because it means I'm going to be stuck at that booth. I won't be able to go shopping myself. I won't be able to go take potty breaks. But I'm sure that works out somehow. Actually, my friend is helping me for a little while on November so that I can leave the booth. So, $15 for a set of two. 4 pieces. 2 plates and 2 cups. Aren't these beautiful though? Yeah, I love these two. But if we don't have any takers, that's okay. We're just going to move on. I am not disappointed because then I'll just stay here in probably in my brand new bookcase. I'll probably stick some of these in there. Actually, my whole set of purple dishes is in my other bookcase, the one that's yeah, Brie, but you're in Kingman. I'm in Mesa. That's like what, 2 hours away? You're gonna come all the way down here just to come over to my booth for an hour and then drive all the way back? I mean, if you want to do that, let's talk. But I wouldn't expect you to do that. That's a long drive. Okie dokie, and what's up next? Let's go on. Oh, the Roosevelt Pottery. That's now this piece I picked up this weekend. It's the Roosevelt Pottery Mug. And it's a beautiful piece. I know I saw some different ones with similar designs that actually had like sets with the picture. And shop and visit. Yeah, we'll talk. That's fine. That sounds awesome. So, and this is signed to Barry Kerwin, whoever he is in Chicago, Illinois. I have no idea. But that's kind of cool. I like that. That makes it more personal. See, that's one of these things that you always hear that, oh yeah, where we gotta start this. We had a price for this. $12 for the Roosevelt mug. And it has crazing. I love the crazing on this piece. The crazing makes it so much more alive. It gives it the vintage. And oh wow, that sounds great, Angela. Good luck with that. I got a few Halloween cards, but I don't really have a whole lot of Halloween. I do have a whole collection of Valentine's Day cards. So stay tuned. Just a couple more months and we'll be starting Valentine's shopping. Vintage Valentine cards. So this guy it's just a regular mug. And it looks very clean. Well, not very clean, but it looks kind of a little dusty on the bottom there, but it looks very, very not broken. So you can actually use it if you would like to use it. Or you can just display it. Or you can Google Mr. Harry A. Kerwin from Chicago, Illinois. Since he had a mug named with him, after him, maybe he was someone famous. In fact, I should Google him. I haven't had time to do that yet. So it is about 5 inches tall. 5 inches. Beautiful old Roosevelt Pottery Mug. These mugs feel and look different than the new ones do. They're really nice. But again, we're moving on. What else do we have? Oh yeah, we do have this, which I would call a Murano Bowl, because I get a very Murano feeling from it. And it is a beautiful piece with a gold speckle inside. And here's the back. It has a couple of, looks like dirt spots that I can't get cleaned up. Like there's a little piece there. It feels like a little dirty piece. I tried to clean it as well as I could. And then there's one back here. But I do not believe it's anything. Now this does feel like it's a little indented, so I don't know if that was a chip or if there was a fabrication error, but I can't get it cleaned up, so I don't know what that is. But that's the only thing, and we are starting this guy at $20. Starting him at $20, and yes, we're calling him a him because Tiger said so. And if it was Poetical, then he would stay at Tiger's house. But he ain't purple, so we are rehoming him. But look at that gold swirl inside. It is a beautiful piece. And then the white on the outside. And it's not an ashtray. I love that it's not an ashtray, even though I have ashtrays and I collect ashtrays. Well, I don't collect them per se, but I have some nice ones that I haven't sold yet that I'm thinking of keeping. And I hear crickets again. So we're going to move on again, and we'll probably bring them back later at the recap. What else do we have? Oh, I keep looking the wrong way. I've got my book parked in the wrong area. We do have some. That's the Budweiser mug. Now this one I was going out on a limb because I know you guys usually don't ask for this kind of stuff, but it's a Santa Maria mug. The Budweiser 1992. Look at that. The anniversary. There it is. Whoops. There's that. We're starting him at $15. And it even still has the original postcard that came with it, the registration postcard. That was inside. No, it looks like someone used it as a pen thing because it looks like some ink was spilled there on the bottom. I cleaned it out as much as I could. It looks like an ink stain. It's blue ink. And then there's a little bit of a stain there. But other than that, it's in real nice shape. Now this piece does twirl around a little bit. No, it's not anymore now. It was a moment ago. But it's got the little, it is, what's the word? So and here's the inside of the lid. And here's the outside of the lid. It is, Alice. It is a beer stein, and yes, it is Oktoberfest time in September. Actually, the Munich Oktoberfest just officially opened last week. So, And that's about the size that it's a little bit smaller than the one that they have there. Hey Jane, good morning. It's a beautiful piece. I like the Clydesdales myself, but this is the anniversary edition. So I figured I'll bring it and see if anybody's interested in it. And if not, that's okay. Again, we will move on. What else do we have? Yeah, those steins are nice. I like them. If I had room, there would be a collection I would totally welcome in my house because of all the different designs. And they're pretty looking and they're nicely made with the way they're designed. And well, I like the Clydesdale still. What can I say? I love the horsies. I have the beautiful Carnival pedestal bowl. There we go. Carnival glass. It is the 1980s design. It's in great shape. And look at those colors. Purple. This guy, we are starting at $15. Again, $15. There you go. Look at that. I just like that design. It's a beautiful piece. It's a beautiful piece. It's got the pedestal. Mike! And there we go. It looks closed. That's what it looks like, closed. And look at the shine on this. I love this. I love this shine on this Carnival glass. It's just such a beautiful piece. And let's see if we need to find some sizes here. So it is total about 7 inches by 5.5 inches by 4.5 without the lid and outside measurements. So it's not a bad size. It's long, so you can use it as a butter dish. You can use it as a butter dish. Or and you can stick it in sideways if you don't have room for it this way. You can stick it in that way. It makes such a beautiful display piece though. You can use it for your cashews. You can use it for ice cream even. And you can put the lid on it and keep the ice cream from melting that way. Yeah. Oh boy. So, but it looks like we're going to move on. Oh boy, tough crowd today. I brought some cool stuff. I brought extra cool stuff today. Let's see, what about this? The Buffalo Gourd. Now that is a big guy. It's a native gourd with a buffalo design. And it's got some leather trim on top there. It's in pretty good shape. It's really well made. And I do have starting this at $30. Now that's a steal. $30 for this native Buffalo Gourd. And there's the signature Deb Stowell 94. $30. And it's not heavy. It's bulky, but it's not heavy. So it's not going to break the bank on the shipping as far as the weight is concerned. I'll probably stick it into a large priority box, because this piece I would be too worried about. You know, every day the post office has possession of anything that I ship out. I'm worried. No offense to the post office, but there's a lot of packages at the post office, and they get thrown around and they get thrown on top of each other. But look at that buffalo. Isn't he beautiful? Well, of course, I don't know if it's a he, but I'm just going to totally profile him and call him a he. And then there's the moon or the sun or whichever that's supposed to be, and some mountains. Could be Colorado. There were probably buffalo in Colorado at one point in time. That's beautiful. Right, Jane? Well, we're in the Southwest. I find a lot of Southwestern stuff here. But again, moving on. Not interested in this totally cool piece, but you know what? That's okay. I can put this out here. I don't have room for it anywhere here, but if I can find room, maybe I can stick it next to the tiger up there. I'd have to get on a ladder though. Okay, what else is next? We do have some cups and saucers again. I know we rehomed some last week or week before. I know you guys like those. So I brought some more since I'm cleaning out with all my bookcases, moving stuff around. In fact, there's one of my old cases that's sitting outside for free and nobody wants it because it's too big and bulky. I can't lift it or fit it in my car to take it to the thrift shop for a donation. Hi, Nancy. Thanks, Nancy. Isn't that a cool guy? Yeah, I found him. First I thought it was one that you put on your head and stuff, but it was not open. It's not made to be like that. It's just made for but I need to work on him. I need to put like maybe a riser under him and he looks a little lopsided right now. Oh, that tiger. Yeah, that one isn't here yet, obviously, but man, I'm looking forward to getting that. That is such a unique piece. That's such a beautiful piece, that creamer. And yeah, that was LaDonna. LaDonna did a good deed for Tiger and picked up a totally cool and very rare Tiger creamer to have shipped to Tiger. I'm really looking forward to that too. So these two, and that's a set, not a choice. We're gonna start these at $10. And these are winterling, one of my favorite dishes. I like my second favorite. Winterling has some real beautiful designs. I love those flowers though. Those are really nice flowers. And here is the saucers. Roses. So there we go. Speaking of Valentine's, you can get ahead on your Valentine's Day collection. And then a set of 2 for you and one of your sweethearts. And red roses or pink roses. Actually, pink is even nicer than red for those kind of occasions. And then I got a little bit of a silver inside, a silver strip, and then silver on the handle. And this one has the silver trim as well. And this is what it looks like. Whoops, again, I wish I had a way to show this from above. I had a second camera angle. You know, some of these professionals out there that have 2 cameras, one that show them and one that shows the item, and that do that from above or got on that spinning thing and stuff. Like, yeah, Jan has one of those, or Trisha, she just puts in the videos. She makes the videos in between. That's too much work for me. So, more crickets. We're going to move on again. And what else do we have? We have a lot of stuff today. Minus the one purple piece. Because the one purple piece I forgot to bring over. It's sitting over there on the shelf. Not behind me. That way. No. That way. That way. That way. And here's all these smaller ones, the espresso slash demitas sizes. But this one is green and it has flowers. Now this one would be for St. Patty. That's coming up here pretty soon too. Only what? 5.5 more months until St. Patty's Day? And here's the bottom. Something royal. Royal Bayreuth. I don't know. Royal and Bayreuth. And then in English that doesn't make sense to me. But yep, I know it's a little bit of a smudge there, but I'll cover up now and then I'll clean it off before I ship it out. But it's got the gold trim and it's got the green flowers and the Royal Bayreuth. And these were starting at $6. $6 and it's just one. I don't have a second one. I only have this one. But I think it's just a beautiful piece. Especially it's got the green and gold trim. And one flower inside. Right there. That's a beautiful piece too. That was one of my collection that I just moved from there to there. And thinned out a little bit. And give it a few more seconds for the lag. See if anyone is interested in this beautiful piece. And if not, we will see if we can find something else we may offer you. Now this piece is equally beautiful. It does have a little bit of a, and yeah, I gotta stick it back in. It came apart, and which is probably nice for shipping. Hey, Bismarck. So it does come apart for shipping. And I'm not gonna force it in, but once you get it, you stick it back in, it'll be in tight, because it was in tight when I first bought it. It's got the felt on the bottom. I can't tell who made it. It's got a little bit of a smudge there, but that's just tarnish. And then it's got this jack of a pulp, whatever it's called. Now it does have a boo-boo. There is a boo-boo, which is right there. And that was my own stupidity. When I picked it up, I did not notice the boo-boo because I was so fascinated by its beauty. There you can see it a little bit. There you can see it. Hi, Bismarck. So there is a boo-boo. And because of the boo-boo, we're going to go down a little bit on the price. Whoops. Hi, Mr. Mr. is saying hello. And where is this piece? I have it here somewhere. No, I didn't have it somewhere. I'll make it up now. So we're gonna start at $8. $8 because of the boo-boo. But look at it. Ain't it cool? I picked up a similar one from D not too long ago, but that one is going this way. This one is standing up. And again, looks like, I don't know, maybe it was glued in there before, but this is the way I got it. And it feels like something inside is rattling a little bit, but that's just inside. So just stick it back in when you get it, and it'll be sitting tight. Just a beautiful piece. And if you want to be on the safe side, you could always put some super glue in there. It's just a beautiful piece. So I don't know if it's supposed to be a bud vase. I wouldn't want to put anything in there, though. That would look kind of weird. Yeah, elegant flower. Thank you, Brie. You good. Bismarck, are we pulling a Binks? Yes, we're pulling a Binks, but only while we're turning. Meet Bismarck if you haven't met him yet. Hi, Bismarck. Say hello. Hi, people. Hi, people. Those are the people who help us buy your food. Yeah. Hey, Kim. Yeah, just think about it. Without you guys, Bismarck will be starving to death. Uh huh. And all the other 9 kitties in the neighborhood. Yeah, he is kind of. No, I do not have any Van Goghs. You mean that red-headed lady? That redhead behind Bismarck? That is, yeah, that is a family heirloom, and that thing has been hanging in the house ever since I can remember. I don't know who made it. That lady there, and I've hated her all my life. I've hated her so much that I put her in storage for 20 years and never touched her, and then I finally pulled her out and said, "Well, I hate her. I still hate her. I like redheads, don't get me wrong, but this particular one I hate. I don't know why." But I took her in and had her worked on. She had some crackling and stuff. She needed some some varnish and some cleanup. And if you look at her closely, you will see that some of the paint had already flaked off because she's old and she was sitting in the storage unit in Arizona for 20 years in the heat. Well, I got her fixed and now she's hanging back on the wall. It's a love hate relationship, I swear. I hate her and I love her. She was hanging in my room at some point. When I was a kid, I had the attic and there was like this stairway up there and she was hanging on the wall of the stairway. I don't know why. My mom hung her up there and I never liked her then. And she was really getting on my nerves because I didn't like her. But I'm getting old and she's growing on me. Plus, she's a childhood memory. And I don't know who the artist is. It looks like a Tigr, Figr. I don't know. I can't see the F, the I, and G. The last thing looks like this. It could be an R. I never Googled it, and I really never even asked my mom because I never liked her. Cool. What else do we have? Brie, at this rate, we're gonna get done before you have to leave for your appointment. Um, I do have a picture, which I don't know if anyone would be interested in. It is from Germany, and it is old. It is Heidetal, which would be up in northern Germany. Back in the day, they spelled Thal. Nowadays, it's just spelled Tal without the H, and it's hand colorized. So it is definitely old, and the glass even looks old. I looked at the glass. You cannot see it on the screen, but if you look at it in person against the light, the glass looks like it's old glass. Not as perfect as the glasses nowadays, but it's got little bubbles, tiny bubbles in there. And there is, unfortunately, it has a little bit of a boo-boo right there on the edge of the frame. Whoops, I lost it again. Nope, this way. There. But it's just a beautiful piece. I'm gonna start this at $20. $20, and here's the back. So it looks like it's in pretty good shape. It's got these little nails that they use to put this in there. So I did not open it. I'm not gonna take it apart. That would be my next step because that's again something that someone who knows what they're doing would have to take apart. And here you can see the issue right there with a little bit of the black came off. I would probably just take a Sharpie and put that on there and touch it up, and you probably wouldn't even be able to tell if you hang it on the wall. I'm just really amazed by the quality of this. And I saw, when I Googled it, I looked at some pictures from the area, and I was wondering, right up back there, it's probably where the Autobahn is going now. And the size of this baby, and I'm not going to take this apart to ship. This will be shipping with a frame because it's an original frame. It's old. It's 14 by 9. 14 by 9. But if there's no interest, my feelings will not get hurt. On the contrary, I may just end up hanging up on my own wall somewhere for a while. I just really like this piece. And funny story here. Mike. Funny story here. Again, this came from the antique store across the street from my house. That's right now going out of business. But she had a price tag on there from 1997. Which means she tried to sell it in 1997 when she had an actual store. It was a different store. I don't know if it was at an antique mall or an actual store. It had her business name on it, though it was like one of those nicer ones. And then she put it in storage. I had to work hard to get that price tag off too. It was glued on by the heat and the sun and everything. Okay, we're gonna count this down. Mike. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. I'm going to pack this up nicely and let me know what you're going to do with it, Mike. If you're going to take it apart or if you're going to leave it. Because I'd be interested to see what the picture looks like without the frame, but the frame just goes with it. It just has to be with it, even if it's not in good shape. My next step would probably be if I hadn't rehomed it, I probably would have taken that into the restoration guy and had him look at it. Cool. Next. There's more. Look at that. Ain't she cute? It's a little California lady. Her name is Elaine. We're starting her at $9. She have a little bit of dirt by her nose. I didn't catch that. I had to actually break out the straw cleaner because she was pretty dirty when I picked her up. But she's all nice and clean now. And here's her name. Here's Elaine. There's her mark. It's California Pottery Franciscan. What's it called? Florence Ceramics. Something with an F. Something with an F. But she's awesome though, isn't she? And she's got blonde hair. Blonde hair, a light pink dress with a green hat and a bow and green sleeves, and then she's got this, what's it called, muff in English? I forgot. That thing that the ladies used to have to warm their hands in back in the day. And she's not very tall. She is about 6 inches tall. But she's a cutie. Muff. Yeah, muff. Muff in German and in English also muff or muff? Oh, yeah, let's go with muff. Thanks, Jane. Yes, Christmas setting. There you go. Definitely her winter coat and the green. That's a great idea with the Christmas. But no takers. We're gonna leave her here and wait another week or so. Then I have this totally cool Art Deco horse vase. Yes, Mister. His Majesty. Mister. He's purring so loudly you should hear him over there already. He's so loud you can probably hear him through my. Wow. Thanks, Bree, for looking that up. And there's a kitten out there. That kitten always comes around and runs across my porch and looks all. So this guy, we're gonna start him at $8 because he does have a boo boo. Got a little bit of a crack on this side, but it doesn't take away from his beauty. It's this Art Deco horse head. I just love it, and it looks like it could probably still be used as a vase. It just looks like a slight crack, and it's only on one side. That's why the price. Otherwise, I'd be asking twice as much for it. But if you use it as a display, you wouldn't even tell because you only display one side. But even if you display that side, you can see it close up. You can see the crack right there. But if you look at it from far away, you can't. See, hello, hello. That's a new letter today. Oh. But yeah, that's a beautiful piece. It's the Art Deco horse head vases. I saw some people are asking a lot of money for this, which I would not. I think that's ridiculous. But I would normally ask more than $8 if it wasn't for the crack. But again, it's still a beautiful piece. You can hardly see the crack. You can display it if you like the horses. If you like the Art Deco, this is your thing. Right, I had one of those. Her name was Aphrodite, and when she was old. She passed away about a month before her 17th birthday. My cats turned 16 and no more. Actually, the Mario brothers actually died at 14 or 13 because they had cancer, both of them. But yeah, normally 16 is the most. And Aphrodite, she was sleeping in my grandmother's rocking chair the rest for years. She didn't leave that chair except to go to the bathroom and eat. And after she passed away, I realized that she was leaking on that chair too. She was an old lady, so it happens. It happens to people too. So I had the chair reupholstered, and it's a nice, clean chair now. Yeah, chess player. There you go. Hey, Amy. Howdy ho. I've been meaning to email you for some reason, and I keep forgetting. I'm horrible at emails. The only way I remember to email is if someone emails me, hey, you were going to email me. And then I reply to the email. Oh. Oh. Okay. Okay, as you can still add another dollar to it. So we're at $8 for the slightly cracked but absolutely beautiful piece. Art Deco horses. Gonna count it down. And please do send me your information, see, because I don't recall seeing this letter before in my chat. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Bid end on that beauty. Let's see what happened. Thank you. And the horsey goes to sea. Please remember to email me your information. tigerstimelesstreasures@gmail.com. Yeah, I think this one would glow too, but I'm having issues with my black light right now. I can't get it going. I think I had the wrong batteries, or I don't have the proper batteries. And I'm thinking this one glows as well. I'm pretty sure it does. It looks like a glowy one to me. And I apologize for that. Once I leave the house, well, my car is still in the shop. I'm supposed to get her back this afternoon, and when I go and pick her up, I'll probably stop by the dollar store and pick up some batteries for my black light. Cool. What's next? Oh, yeah, the pièce de résistance. Again, we have a pièce de résistance. A Bohemian, absolutely stunning glass. Absolutely stunning. Hi, Bismarck. His Majesty is back. I think he was just checking out the situation in the kitchen. And yes, he has fresh crunchies. They were just refilled before we started. Yes, Mister. That's why we almost started late, because we were busy feeding crunchies to kitties. I hope. I already showed off the totally cool new bookcase. You should go back to the beginning and look at that later. But then you know what it looks like. After all, you were there to haul it for me. Thank you. So, this piece, and yes, I know I owe you an offer and starting price. I'm not so sure. Let's start this at $20. I have to start high on it because it is such a stunning piece. I mean, it's a dark red, it's beautiful color, and look at the design. I mean, that's one for your Christmas decoration. And it's definitely bohemian. That's one for your Christmas decoration. There you go. There's this. That's my favorite part. That's the way I like my deer. Running around in the woods, alive and well and happy. Not being shot at by hunters. No offense to hunters. And yes, I understand sometimes they get sick and they need to be put out of their misery. And people need to eat. And it's still better to hunt a wild animal than the whole factory farming crap that we do. Let's not go into that. So, and look at that. Here is this. That's a beautiful piece. Such a beautiful piece. And then there is more on the bottom, more design. So, and it's a tall guy. It's probably about 7 inches tall, I'm thinking. Let's try that. It's 8 inches tall. That was my next guess. 8 inches tall for this beautiful piece. No, I know they had a price tag of like $79 on it, which I think is a little bit overrated. But I don't think $20 is too much for this. It is such a beautiful piece. I know there's still room for resellers in there. And look at that. There's a picture. I guess I start taking pictures of these things before I ship them out. I gotta get with Jody. Jody does all these totally cool scenes with her little dolls and stuff. Not dolls, with the figurines, the figures. And I'm doing this kind of stuff. I just look at these close-ups and I'm thinking, that would make a cool picture. I gotta take a picture of that. And then I forget. But we don't have any interest, and that is fine. I know it is a good price, but it's also a beautiful piece, and I know it's worth it. I mean, it's just... And yeah, I'm a little bit in love with this piece, even though it's not purple. And I don't even like red, but this is a dark red. This is a beautiful shade of red. Okay, and on that note, we're done. We can probably go to do the quick recap. A quick recap for all you folks who missed the first half hour or so. Again, the first page we can recap. I do have one more book though. I don't know if anyone is interested in that. I could show you all. I'll leave that till next week. Because that's the Roosevelt Book. It has the former president in it. And Africa. And it's from 1910. Oh, I didn't even did show this one. This one I was going to offer you as well. Which is another little demi-tuz for the collector who likes to collect espresso cups. And that is a Rosenthal. That's my other favorite brand. It's a beautiful piece. And this one was starting at $6 as well. Whoops. Where's the top? Here's the top. There. And this one will be the last new piece, and then we're gonna go to the recap. It's got the little gold trim. It's just a beautiful piece. Oh yeah, Bree's whatnot. I think your sales are Wednesdays, right, Bree? Wednesday afternoons. Yeah, you can go ahead and. Oh, you have one on Saturday? Cool. Yeah, I don't know. I'll do one this week. I'll probably do one next week. I wait for my roller printer, and then I'll schedule another sale. Maybe on Monday I should do that, and then go back to weekends. I have to test the time slots and see which time slots work best. And I do like the weekends because it gives me an extra day for shipping. Because I can only ship so much in one day physically. I just cannot be. Well, when are you not out of town? You're just stopping by town every so often to refuel your body and take a breather before you travel again. Okay, now what else did we have? We did not sell the totally cool Hazel Adler snack set, which surprises me. It's Poetical. Kaz, I don't know how much the shipping would be, but that goes in a small box, so it won't be too much. Depends on where you are too, and I forgot. No, we have not changed time zones yet, unfortunately. I think that will be Halloween around the end of October, early November, so it'll be another month. And then I have another hour before I have to get up on Thursdays. So we had $15 on that set. $15, set of 2, Hazel Adler snack set. Purple with the what was it called? Yeah, that's 1:00 our time. 1:00 here in Mesa, Arizona. Cool. $15 if anyone is interested in the totally cool Hazel Atlas snack set. If not, it goes to whatnot. There we go. Okie dokie. What else did I have? The Alaska ashtray. Where did I hide it? Oh, over here. Oh, C. Cool. Thank you, C. Appreciate it. C for now. C. Yeah. I was gonna say, if you keep your name as one letter, it's gonna be really hard to find you in the emails later. Because in order to find you, I punch in the name, and if I just punch in the C, I'm probably gonna get a few thousands come up every. But we'll figure it out. And I'll make a note. I'll figure it out. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. So we got this Hazel Atlas for C as well. Thank you. And yeah, that is a beautiful set, that purple set. And the Alaska ashtray with a small, chippy, but hardly visible, right? there. Where is it? I have to even look for it. Oh yeah, there it was, right there. Can hardly see it. But isn't it just cool with the polar bear and the fish and the design? Okay, yeah, November 6th. Then all the games are gonna come in an hour later. Then I'm gonna have to stay up an hour later. Oh my god, I'm gonna fall asleep at Fatbird Finds Friday night. I'm not gonna be able to stay up till 10. The Idea Shop, Visalia, Alaska. $15. $15 for this beautiful piece. I mean, I love this design. I absolutely love this design. And the polar bear. Totally cool. Had that. What else did we have? The Roosevelt Pottery Mug. That was $12 to Mr. Harry Kerwin in Chicago, Illinois. I love that part. I know people don't like stuff that have other people's names on them or initials. I'm the opposite. I'm the odd guy out, and that's why I bring these cool things, because I look at these and I'm starting to Google the names or wonder about the names, wonder who these people are, or the initials. If it's just a piece of silverware with an initial on it, I make up a name that could fit the initial and that could work with the silverware. What kind of a person what kind of name would have this kind of spoon? Leave it to me. Okie dokie. $12 for the Roosevelt Pottery Mug. What else did we have? We had a lot. Oh, the Murano Bowl. Now I'm surprised that one is still available, but I am sure it's a Murano. I have no proof it's a Murano, but man, look at it. It's beautiful. And we had that at $20. We had that at $20 because it's a Murano. Because you know what? I'm going to start eBay again. I never had an eBay store. I only just listed on eBay. But now I'm going to get a store, and I'm actually almost ready to start listing again. Hey, Dana. Good morning. Look at that gold speckle on the white. It is just a beautiful piece. And it's not an ashtray. It's a beautiful Murano bowl. And that was that. I think we still had the books too. Yeah, those two books. And I had those at $20 each because they were absolutely cool and antique. And absolutely beautiful. 7 Wonders of the World and Chaucer. Poems and just absolutely pretty. For display. Just sit on a stand like that. A little Victorian display. And this one was 1885, and that one I wasn't sure, but it has pictures. I mean, it is just a beautiful piece. This one had one page missing right in the very front. Or was the other one? Oops, sorry. It had a page missing. But this one has pictures inside. Some of the chapters. Not a whole lot of pictures, but some pictures. And this one has, yeah, that's the one. It has the one page ripped out, but it's got this beautiful gold. I just love this piece. Okay, but no takers. Well, that's okay. We're going to move on. If anyone is interested later on, you can always email me. And we'll leave it at that. Oh, the Budweiser mug. That was another one of these $15 items. Santa Maria, 1992 anniversary mug. Canterbury Tales is in there too, apparently. It's the poems, and I saw something with, it's got different poems. It's the, here we go, contents. Introduction, and then there's Canterbury Tales, and then there's Was that a cuckoo and a nightingale assembly, and so on and so forth. So that's in there. It's from 1885. It's an old book and in wonderful shape. Cool. And on that note, we're gonna move on to the next sale. I'm sure there's something coming up. I know Michelle is taking vacation, but I think someone is. Was that last week? In the meantime, I'm gonna work on my next whatnot sale and wait for my roller printer. I'm excited about that. And I'm gonna need to ask a neighbor to help me move a desk into the bedroom. Thank you, Jeannie. Appreciate it. And thank you everybody who showed up. Thank you everybody who chatted. Thank you everybody who made offers on the items. Thank you, Bree, for all the work. And on that note, we'll see you all next week. And you all know the deal. Y'all keep it real. Kaboom.